Welcome to the Spotlight segment. This is a segment dedicated to interviews with developers or interesting happenings in the world of Android. And now for this week's episode, here's your Spotlight. Let's now move on to the Spotlight, and this time we're talking about that Google I.O., or is it Google Gemini 2025? Karen, girl, were you watching that thing? Believe it or not, for some reason I was so busy that day I actually couldn't watch that Google I.O. This is the first time in a few years that I was unable to watch Google I.O. on the day that it debuted. And so I had to watch it later on. And lots of happenings there. There were like 100 things in there. We will have that in the show notes so that you guys can see all that Google talked about during the Google I.O., especially that day of the keynote and all of that. But Karen, girl, what was it in Google I.O. that impressed you, if you listen at all?
Well, I usually don't listen to or don't watch it live. I usually wait and then check the media coverage or the website's actually coverage of the I/O. Actually, this is not only with I/O. This is with every other event. But regarding this one, was he also the one who said Google AI? Actually, it's the Google AI 2025, not Google I/O, because everything was AI, nothing else. Gemini, all of the show. So I have to say that I wasn't really so much impressed of the developments, actually. Well, there are good things, there are good stuff coming. Actually, there are more advancements in Gemini, but actually, I'm from those who are getting the AI fatigue. It's really going so far. It's really too much. Well, they are putting AI in everything. They are putting AI in the hands of the people like crazy. This is going so far. I think, well, the only things that sort of impressed me, are the developments in the models themselves. But I'm not a fan at all of the video thing, which you can create a video or a scene. Actually, this one, I don't remember its name, when you can create a scene using AI. It's for movies, for this type of stuff. So it's AI all over the place. The only thing that I liked is I like the idea, not the implementation. I don't remember if they announced it in the I/O or after that, which is the collaboration with the Aira. The idea itself, giving this AI, or it could be more advanced capabilities to blind-related application, is something good. People know Aira. Actually, here we don't have it at all, but you in the United States know this service, and I think that some people deal with it already. They already have the AI thing, but now with Google Gemini, they are adding Gemini into the mix, so people are able to use the live feature, so they can ask more about things. I don't know if we can. Or if we want to compare it with what we have already, it should be more tailored to blind people. It should be. I think that it's the case. Did you try it?
I haven't tried it, but I listened to an interview with the CEO of Aira, and he said it is definitely more tailored. Like they're doing things differently.
Oh, that's good. We should see how will the implementation be, but it's good to have it. However, I was like, I thought that it's better to have it differently, because Google already has Lookout, and it was possible to include live related stuff in Lookout itself. So more people could benefit from it. And this will be also something internationally available. And this would help much more people. However, this is what like they didn't do that. And I think that this will benefit Google more, maybe because, Ira is something that people know already about, and people in the United States are paying to get Ira service. So, and they are doing things professionally to be clear about it. And I actually like how they are doing things, how they are like, how do they care, how much they implement, they include, they like devote time to this, and they are already they're making it professionally different than Be My Eyes. It's something paid and it's something expensive, but Google, I think, will have more or better like in the public, it will be considered like Google is doing something for the blind. Google is helping a blind-related organization or to get more done for the blind. So I think this helps people more than giving everyone the thing in the Lookout app, and people will start complaining if things go wrong. And with Live, currently things are going wrong so much. So I think that this was a safer bet for Google. But yeah, this is the case.
Yeah. I'm in agreement with you. I hope that, and I'm just hoping, I hope that when this thing with Ira is out of beta, because they're still in the testing phase right now, I hope that Google has some sort of agreement with them where they can actually use it in Lookout as well, because that would be nice. That the thing I'm not a fan of right now is like, and like I said, it's just the testing phase, but this new Ira thing, there's literally an Ira agent babysitting you for the entirety of every one of these AI sessions. So like, I mean, I guess they don't trust AI at this point, and they shouldn't. So there's literally somebody just sitting there watching and waiting for you to like step out of traffic, be like, no, don't trust the AI, right? So I mean, I guess that's a good thing, because you definitely shouldn't be using it. I think right now they don't even let you use it to navigate outdoors. They'll like tell you can't do that, and that's part of the reason why they have people monitoring every session. So hopefully this thing gets out of beta to the point where they can just trust us to be responsible with it, and get a better experience than what we're using with standard Gemini, right? Because if people are going to try to use one of these things to get around, which I don't recommend at this point, you would hope that it would be better than just the standard Gemini. So yeah, we'll see what happens down the road. But I'm glad to hear about the partnership, and I'm glad that they're actually, tailoring it for the blind. It seems like.
Yeah, because Google make reference to it as a prototype. So I think that the final project is that this is how I see it. It's going to be, you're not going to be, getting babysat by a live person, but I think the whole idea is to learn how these things work. So we'll have AI take control of it. So yeah, and talking about that, so it's all in line with that Project Astra that we're talking about here, most especially how you can interact with stuff in your camera and all of that. So I think we have a good thing coming on. It's just that, of course, you guys know the line, coming soon or next few months, whatever. Sometimes that coming soon never comes
in the
soon
coming
enough.
years.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. Usually they say in the coming weeks. It could be
Yeah.
hundreds of weeks, but
Exactly.
it's the coming weeks.
But I think that overall, I think we have a good thing going on, and we may have some good stuff coming on. But like I said, though, we have a URL in the show notes that you will see all the 100 stuff, the total of 100 things that Google talk about during this Google I/O or Google AI 2025, Google Gemini 2025, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it was the very first one that I didn't watch live. I used to do that and even record it when I was busy. But this week I was just so busy. I couldn't get
I
to
did
it.
watch it kind of live. I did sort of what I do with sports. Like I'll start a game late, and then I'll skip some commercials so that by the time it's over, like I'm caught up. Right? I started it late, but just listened to 2x, and then like when I got caught up, it just went back down to 1x. And so I did listen to the whole thing, but it didn't take 2 hours. Thank goodness. It was so something I was excited about that I wanted to bring up is when they were talking about the Android XR. Is that what it's called? Android XR?
Yeah.
They were talking about the types of devices that they're going to have. They're going to have three types of devices: the full-blown like VR AR headset thing. Then they're going to have glasses but the glasses have an optional display, so you're going to be able to have glasses with a tiny display or glasses with no display. And I was so happy to hear that there was going to be glasses with no display, because that means it's going to be accessible, right? If we don't have to depend on a display, assuming the app that connects it is accessible, which, who knows how those things are going to go.
Well, they're powered by Gemini.
But,
yeah.
So you will be able to buy a pair of glasses similar to like Meta Ray-Bans and have Gemini on your face, have a camera in your glasses that you can use to do this sort of thing. So, I was happy to see that was going to be an option, because, when it's just so nice for things not to have displays, like even with like Echo speakers or Google Home devices, like the speakers are so much better because they never expect you to see anything, right? So like with a Home Hub, like that has a display on it, right? And sometimes I'll ask it something and it'll just show me something on the screen. It's like, no, why aren't you just a speaker with no display? I just want to hear everything. So it's good that they're going to have versions of these that basically you'll either have to interact with it through an app or through voice. There's no display that you have to worry about.
I like that approach, because that makes it possible to have a choice, like you've indicated. So for someone like me who is blind, I don't necessarily need to get one with a display. I see that good for those that maybe want to watch something like a movie or whatever, like a VR. But for me, just give me what I can control with my voice and let me hear things verbally. So I'm glad we have that, because that will make it possible for us to maybe even use it in navigation or whatever and all of that. Like I've always said, if I were someone who wears glasses, I probably would be jumping on this. I thought of the Meta glasses as well, but because I don't wear glasses, and I'm like, is it worth the money to do this or whatever? But we'll see what happens. I think it's a good feature for those of us who are blind, and the more of these things we have, I think the better it is for us, because then we have a choice. Most especially if you don't want to spend so much money, you could get something that costs a little bit less.
Well, it's not related to wearing glasses or not. Actually, I don't wear glasses at all. But I think that I'm impressed by the idea, and I hope that Google would have included more demos of the new glasses. But there wasn't much to talk about actually during the I/O. They didn't reveal important stuff. Actually, the only thing that I saw was the demo, or sort of demo, that the Verge had. It was like not actually detailed, nothing, like it was very short, it was very brief, so it didn't give the most important details about this product. But I think that it has a potential, especially if they decide to make it affordable. So you see the Meta glasses, and because of their affordability, people are able to buy them, are able to use them. I was about to purchase one, but then I decided not to go with it because of the limitations and because of the Meta AI itself, which is, I think it can't be compared to Gemini. So Gemini is capable of offering more useful stuff compared to what Meta AI gives. So I think that they will learn from Meta, and they will make the glasses better, and that we will be getting better product, and that it will be in the affordable price segment, so people are able to get it. Because I think already blind people are able to see the benefit of having glasses that are powered by AI. Because actually of the most important thing here is the position of the camera. So you're putting the glasses, they are in fixed position. So this means that as a blind person, you are able to get your your camera pointing better than if you are using the telephone. If you are using your mobile phone, some people would have more difficulty in pointing the camera and keeping the camera stable and stuff. So I think the positioning is what makes this type of product useful, and what makes us like anticipate this product so much. So I think Google is able to do something really good. So I hope that they will do it, and that we will be getting something good for blind people. So I hope so.
Yeah, and the added benefit of like you mentioned, the camera is going to be pointing where you're looking all the time, but also you'll have both hands free. And I mean that's kind of a big deal if you're doing like certain things, like you're going through like a document or something, and or even like counting money. Like when I count money, I'm like, I have to like, I'm shuffling things around, like that sort of thing. It'd be so nice to just like hold one bill out in front of it. Obviously, Jim and I can't do this right now, but I'm just looking down the road. Just to have both hands free while you're doing this sort of thing, it would be awesome. And just like, I don't wear actual glasses either, but I do wear sunglasses when I go outside, and like just to be able to like for example, while I've been at these baseball games, I'm just sitting here basically listening to a generator, right? I hear people yelling. I could tell when Jack's up because I hear him saying, "Go Jack," right? But I don't know really much of anything, and just to be able to say, "Hey Gemini, tell me what you see," or something, any description would be better than the experience that I'm getting, right? So, and obviously I could do that with my phone, but it's kind of weird to pull out my phone and be pointing it around and stuff. But it's just having it there already, where you're already facing, and just to be able to like use the wake word and ask it to describe something to you. I think that's gonna be really cool. That's gonna be something I'm gonna want to use a lot.
No question at all. You guys actually just described it right, because as you said, Karine, there are blind folks that have difficulty, spatial whatever awareness, especially using the phone camera and all of that. And so definitely this is going to be a win-win situation, because with something on your face, like you said, John, it's already looking out there for you. So you don't have to try to focus, and you just have to not like, okay, I'm going to put the phone down on the page and slowly lift it up, because some people have difficulty finding that spatial awareness. So yeah, I see a lot of usefulness that's going to be so beneficial to those of us who are blind. That is just incredibly unbelievable that we'll have such technology. And the more of these things we have, I think the better it is for us. I was thinking that, hey, how I wish I had these things back in the day when I was going to school as a kid. And if you're a young kid now going to school and you have this and you're flunking your class, and there should be a problem somewhere. We have so many things that have made things easier for us as blind people. And I tell you, the more we have of these things, the better it is for us, and the more independent we become, or, being able to help ourselves, because it's not always easy trying to find someone to help you look at something. And it's good to have this. So I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
And you know what? I may even want to get one just for giggles.
I will. I'm definitely getting one. I'm kind of glad I haven't. I've been tempted at times, kind of tempted to get the Meta Ray-Bans, but at this point, I'm glad I haven't, because, like Karine said, their AI is not as good as Gemini's, and their ecosystem, or whatever you want to call it, is way more locked down. Like, this is going to be like a version of Android, Android XR, and you're going to see many more apps written for it, like as far as like Be My Eyes. You can have apps, like you don't have to have like official partnerships with Meta, in order to get here. Like, I think there's going to be a lot more things available for it.
Yeah, most especially when Google is opening up a lot of the stuff. Like I said, if you look at all those things, the 100 stuff that I mentioned, a lot of people or developers could already take advantage of that. And so that's the good thing about the openness of the Android project. And so definitely it's going to be something that's going to be good for us. People are going to take advantage of that. We'll see all sorts of app developers and all of that we could, integrate into the glasses. So it's gonna be a good thing. I hope it's just not too expensive, but if it's gonna be like $1,000, yeah, maybe pay over time. Google may let you pay over time, or whoever you're buying it from, and I think it's gonna be worth it. For me, I think it's a good thing.